Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, we're here up in North Yorkshire for the very first live Bangers and Cash event. It's a good turnout so far. Plenty of nice cars to look at, plenty of interesting cars to look at. And so far we've managed to avoid the rain. Let's go and have a look at some of the cars and we'll try and catch up with Derek Matthewson. Have a look at these Cayennes then. I do really fancy doing something like that as a project. They're supposed to be, although I've not tried them, really good off-road. I'm not a huge 911 fan, but that's just caught my eye. Is that 944? 944S. It'd have to be in red as well, wouldn't it? Guards Red, I think it's called. The typical 80s pop-up headlamps too. There's so much to see actually. Right behind us here is a XR3. Before my time to be honest that, but still quite cool. That looks immaculate, doesn't it? That's a Volvo P1800, which I learnt after my H&H Classic day. The early ones were made in the Midlands, by Jensen I think. I was driven by Roger Moore in the Saint. I think my granddad had one of these. This is a Hillman Minx. This is a California though, I'm not sure what the California's got. This is actually a Mathewson's car. We've got a couple of really nice Aston Martins there. I'm not sure which models they are.
£120. £120.
That's a DB Mark III. It's really cool, isn't it? Got another Aston Martin here. This is a DB Mark III. Forgive me guys, I don't know much about these. Nice colour though. Oh, this was my dad's first car, not this actual car, but a mini pickup truck. Look how tiny it is. You just can't imagine that being on sale, can you? The size of the tyres. They're 10-inch wheels. Can you believe that? A Lotus there. Oh, look at the BMW. 3-litre CSL. That's smart, isn't it?
£85, £95 we've got down here. At 90, 105.
Awful lot to look at. So we've got a range of Mustangs here. I'm guessing all V8s. Apart from that one, that's a Mach-E. So it's a pure EV, which I quite like actually. Ever since I saw the very first one in like a crayon grey colour. Just always quite like the idea of one. I know they're basically trying to cash in on the Mustang brand, but who cares? I've just spotted an orange Range Rover. This is a G4 Expedition Range Rover. Come and have a look at this.
At 160 down here, 170 right at the back and 170.
So it's a G4 Challenge Edition.
Right at the back there.
Oh, it's for sale.
180, oh, got the one out. £200,
20 grand. I know if I brought my dad today, he'd be able to tell me exactly which model this Cortina is. I don't know. I don't know whether it's a Mark 1 or Mark 4. I've got no idea. He'd know though. I just spotted a little Jaguar, a selection of Jaguars, a herd of Jaguars. I think that's a Series 1 E-Type. The F-Type SVR looks cool, doesn't it? I think they're all-wheel drive as well. I'm yet to drive one of those, but... And also these are aging beautifully. 4.2 V8.
You're out, Andrews. You're out, 100.
Classy, innit?
9750 back in again at 94,000.
Before I continue, I just want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Car Vertical. Now, before you buy a car, whether it's at auction or privately, you need to check it out. So all you do is go to carvertical.com, type in the vehicle reg or the VIN. In this case, it is Bravo 15 Romeo Golf Hotel, and check vehicle. This will tell us whether it's been stolen, written off, had a mileage rollback, or been involved in a recorded accident. It's currently checking databases in 35 different countries. It's really important that you do one of these checks before you hand over any cash for a used car or motorbike. If you use my promo code HIPEY, you'll get 10% off. And the report's ready, right. So, it's all clear. Never been stolen, no mileage rollbacks, no outstanding finance, and no recorded accident. So, we're all good to go.
160.
That's low mileage as well, it's 137,000 miles. So don't get caught out buying a lemon, make sure you use Car Vertical. Use my promo code HIGHPEAK for 10% off.
At 190.
So I'm here with Derek then at the very first event. How's it gone so far?
Really good.
Yeah?
Been really pleased with it. Yeah, it's been absolutely lovely.
It's been a good turnout.
It's been a great turnout. Yeah. I think more today than yesterday.
Yeah.
Weather's a little bit dodgy.
I was just about to say I was a bit optimistic with my sunglasses.
Yeah, but no, it's fantastic.
How did the auction go yesterday?
Very good.
Yeah? Right, okay.
Yeah, I think 60 lots. I don't know the sales rate, but it'll be 90-something%.
Right, okay.
So that was
anything particular that you would have kept for yourself, or?
No, I don't think so. Really,
No.
I like the memorabilia.
Right.
You know, I obviously we love auctioning cars, but I do like selling the memorabilia.
Yeah.
So there's a few lots in there that I would have liked to have kept. I think.
Yeah.
Some signs which I thought were good value,
Yeah, right.
and a few that were.
What's the market like for that? Is it always there? Is it always fairly buoyant?
It's always good, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. We used to have a separate memorabilia and car auction. Memorabilia from 10 till 1, and then cars from 1 till we finish.
Okay.
But it's a lot better now. It's mingled in because you get the two buyers, so I cross over,
Right. So.
and you're nearly guaranteed of selling most of the memorabilia.
Yeah. Right.
So it's very good to bring the hammer down all the time, of course.
Yeah, right.
And it just G's the other lots up. You know, if you go like 4 or 5 lots and they're like provisional or pass on it, no interest and that sort of thing, it's a bit demoralising.
Yes, yeah.
But with the memorabilia, it's generally bang, 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 and then the car comes in and hopefully carries on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it.
Yeah, good. Now, I've been watching your TV show for a number of years, but how long have you actually been doing it?
I think it's about 5 years.
Right, okay.
It was just pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And
And how long have you actually had the auction house?
We started it in April 2011.
Oh, did you really? Oh, right, okay.
So
I thought you'd been doing it for decades.
no,
Right.
no. We were retailing before then,
Okay, right.
and then
Up in Yorkshire, or?
yeah,
Yes, right.
and then Bedfordshire.
Yeah.
But then 2010 to 11, you maybe remember, we had a really bad winter, really bad, and that we found it so hard on the classic car industry and the market in general.
Yeah.
I was about fed up with it, to be honest.
Right.
So I said, it's about time we'd done something like an auction, which I've been thinking about doing for years.
Yeah, right.
And we kicked the idea about and kicked it off and never looked back.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it was good. And the first couple of years were hard.
Yeah.
Any new businesses, of course, but then it got a little bit easier and a bit more established. And then a year or two after that, the TV people started getting interest and we went on from there.
Right, okay.
So it's good.
I've got a small car garage in Stockport near Manchester that I've been doing for 8 or 9 years now. And about 5 years ago, I set up a YouTube channel, which massively helps with footfall for the garage now as well.
Right.
So obviously you must have experienced that as well through the TV show.
Yeah. And you enjoy what you're doing then?
Yeah.
And doing okay?
Yeah, good.
It's all right, isn't it? Yeah. But it's very rewarding when you start something off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kick it off yourself and it does okay. I mean, it's a lovely feeling.
Yeah, I know. Especially with cars, because I've always just been a car lover anyway. So it means that I can still keep my toe in that world, really.
What sort of thing do you sell?
All sorts, really. Usual, just run-of-the-mill stuff, really.
Right.
Usual kind of family hatchbacks and four-wheel drives, and not classics, in particular. Anything really.
Yeah.
So
Problem you've got, I would imagine, is finding stock.
yeah, always. That's the hardest part.
Always, yeah.
Yeah.
I always just say, when we were used car dealers since 1970,
Right.
and I used to say to all the guys, selling them's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
The cars sell themselves.
Yeah.
It's buying them's the problem.
Exactly.
Oh, good luck to you.
Yeah. Right. Thanks very much. All right. Is there anything in today's auction that you think will do well? Or?
Well, I haven't, to be honest, I haven't really, yes, there is a one, I think. I haven't really been through it too much, but the Jags there is lovely.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yeah, it's a lovely XJ.
Yeah.
They're not achieving what they should be achieving, them XJs.
Right, okay.
They did about 10 years ago. They seem to be doing quite well, but they've dropped back.
Yeah.
The only downside of that is a 2.8.
Right. Okay.
Bit of a shame. But it's a lovely car, lovely condition. And these days it's the right colour.
Yeah. I was just about to ask you that. Is that a factory colour?
Oh yeah.
Is it? Because that's very much sort of today's colour, isn't it? That.
Yeah, I think it might be called Warwick Grey.
Right. Okay.
But years back, it wouldn't have been a very good seller.
No.
But it is now.
I wondered if it was like some sort of resto mod or something to try and make it look more current.
No. It's you could say it's the new red.
Yeah. Right.
So that'll do well, really well. The other stuff, I think that
It's a real mix.
that crown will do well.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm sat in that the other day. I mean, what a car.
Yeah.
You'll never wear that
Well,
car
right?
out. You know, you'll never wear it out. It'll go on forever, that car. But I'll be honest, I haven't been through the rest of them very much, really. We'll wait and see what turns up. But
Yeah.
so those two particularly.
Okay, right, good. All right. Well, I think that's about it then. Right, thanks so much. Nice to meet you. All the best.
Yeah, lovely to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. This is an Aston Martin Lagonda.
Yeah, the door
I
shut
don't
looks good.
think I've ever seen one in the flesh.
Now the other side.
I remember my dad telling me that as a kid he went to the Earl's Court Motor Show in something like 1974 or something, 76, and this was like the headline act. I think at the time they cost the equivalent of about 300 grand or something.
Where we're going to be on that, you tell me.
They're really futuristic. I mean, look at that dash. It's a properly rare car, that. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Lagonda was a complete failure for Aston. I think they lost millions on it.
At £8,400, that's provisional then at 8,000.
Have a look at all the
button,
the controls on the door.
8,004 then going for the first.
Ah, it's a 1982, this one.
£400.
Well, I think that's about it. I've had a really good day. I've enjoyed it. I don't usually come to these kinds of things, but I should try and do more of them. Let me know in the comments below if you think I should. So thank you once again for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And yeah, see you next time. Cheers, guys.